Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Carmen Bryant. This is Car Chronicles. Well, I'm in my office, so that's okay. You guys get the point. You guys ready? All right, listen. So I've had great conversations with many people, and one of the biggest things that I always discuss with people is, the reality of coming to terms with the fact that this individual could not love you, did not love you. Everything about them was superficial and it was unreal. Fake relationship, superficial charm. The hardest part is a lot of times people will have a hard time forgiving themselves because they feel like that they should not have fallen in love with this individual because they should have known. Well, you have to think about it this way. It lets you know that you are perfectly human and that you are capable of loving another person, that you have the capacity to not just love a person, but want to see well, want to do well. The thing about a narcissist is that, remember in the interrogation phase where they're love bombing you, and there is not that they're getting to know you or building rapport. They are interrogating you to find out your vulnerabilities. Now, check this out. Most people assume that to love someone is a vulnerability. In a sense, it is a vulnerability if you're choosing to love the wrong person, and they're taking that advantage of that. But a narcissist always sees good things as a vulnerability, or they see it as a weakness. Put it that way. They see it as a weakness. And for a lot of us women, and men too, I've talked to men that do have romantic bone in them, or they have a vision of what they desire, and they have, and it's healthy. It's a healthy desire for us to have a desire to be loved, or to have a desire to have security, a family, a future, to build together, to love together. That is a healthy thing, The unhealthy thing is when you do it out of desperation. I need to have a man. I need to have a partner. I need to have a woman. That is not a need. That is a desire, not a need. That's a desire, or the need. Some of you guys got bills and you just want somebody to pay bills. I'm tired of working so hard. I need somebody to pay bills. That's not a need, that's a desire. And then stop making so many bills. But a narcissist will look at a healthy desire and they look at it as a weakness. And remember, they're predators. And so they prey. It's called trolling. They troll and they prey. They look for their prey. And one of the things I talked about in the video that I posted, I think yesterday, so I don't know when you're going to get it. We were talking about that narcissist stare, and I'm just adding this in here, but I'm going somewhere with it. Have you ever watched an eagle or a falcon and you notice that they have this look? Is that eagle look or that falcon look when they see a prey and they focus on it? Or you see a cat when they lock in, or a dog when they lock into something? That's that narcissist stare. And that narcissist will lock in on you. And then they start watching you. They start watching because they're trying to think of when to attack you. And as you're talking, because some people have diarrhea of the mouth, you talk too much, and you start talking, you're telling them those things that are your vulnerability, your desire. And for a normal, what we consider a normal person, that's a healthy desire to have a family, to be loved, to add your family together, to grow together, to talk about your hopes and your dreams, it's pretty healthy. However, it's not healthy with the people that you choose to do it with when you have not vetted the person. You're not supposed to tell all your business. And one thing that they do is they put that superficial charm out there. They have that mask to draw out that information from you because it becomes a weakness. To them, they see it as a weakness. And I'm going to be whatever it is that you're saying that you desire. You're letting me know the script to the play. So I just need to know what character I'm going to play, and I'm going to be everything that you desire, even though it's not real. They're the best Academy Award winning actors and actresses that you'll ever meet. And it's sad because as you get to know them, before other people know them, as you get to know them, you think to yourself, like, how can a person be such a great actor, whether in the courtroom, around other people, and when we get home, they're a monster. But a lot of you feel guilty because you fell in love with a predator. Well, first of all, if you fell in love, it's easy to fall out. You don't fall, you grow in love with people. But a lot of you beat yourself up and you feel guilty because you think that it wasn't right for me to have fallen in love or in love with this. You think that's a weak. It's not a weakness. That is not a weakness. That is a healthy desire. It's just the fact that there was a predator that took advantage of that. And for a lot of us women, we draw this big picture. We idealize in our head. We draw this picture of what we want and how we want it, and we talk about it, and we dream about it, and then we tell the predator. So they create this what is it called, a mirage in the desert. They create this illusion to make you think that everything you've ever wanted is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to make these promises. I'm going to breadcrumb you. I'm going to trauma bond you. I'm going to love bomb you. I'm going to make you feel like no woman or no man has ever made you feel. I'm going to stroke your ego. I'm going to make you feel sexy. And you look like a mud duck, but you're the sexiest thing in the world. So it doesn't matter what other people think. It's what this narcissist thinks about you. But listen, the thing about it is that you don't have to feel guilty about being in love with a person. Stop beating yourself up. You have the capacity to do it. They don't have the capacity to do it. But to come to the reality of understanding that this person never had the capacity to love you, that is a painful reality to have to face, because now you look back at all the things you thought that they loved you. You thought that they bought you this because they cared. You thought they bought you a house and a car because they loved you. They bought the house and the car so they can show off for other people, so they can get the attention. A narcissist is all about themselves. What can I get, out of you? What is it that I can achieve? What is it? Are you going to make me look good? Are you going to make my ego, look good? Are you going to make me feel a certain way? Are you going to, it's all about themselves. It has nothing to do with you. When it comes to kids, people pay attention to children. People love children, but they get the attention because, oh, such a great mother, such a great father. They dress them up, and so they get all the compliments. Eventually, as the child gets older, you notice the child becomes more independent. So the child is not that dependent on the parent. That's when they kind of reject them, and some of these women get pregnant again. They love to be pregnant because of the attention that they get. They love to have children because the children, the babies are in need, and people pay attention when the baby's little. But when the babies or the children become more independent, they don't want to have anything to do, and they move on to the next. They produce their own supply. And then that supply fuels them with what they need until they don't. And that's the same way they see you. And it's hard to look back to think, I done had kids by this man, or I've had kids by this woman, and they don't care about me, nor do they care about the kids. The kids are a pawn in the game. The kids are used, as a weapon in this situation. And that's a hard reality to have to face when you know for a fact that you truly love this person, and you're looking at this person, especially when they get into their comfort zone, like the court systems. And they get into court and you hear them say all these things about you, or you see it on paper where they're saying all these things about you, and you're thinking to yourself, who are they talking about? I've never seen this person before. And then in your mind, you're thinking to yourself, I heard someone say this, in their mind, they changed for the new supply. They didn't change for the new supply. They blended in with the new supply. They're mirroring the new supply. If you see that, they were with you and they used to wear saggy jeans, and they were a hip hop star with the gold grill, and the next time you see them, you've always tried to get them into suits or look more professional. The next time you see them, all of a sudden now they wear suits all the time. And all of a sudden they have this very intellectual vocabulary. And you're looking at the situation as, see, they changed. They cared and they changed. All the things that I ever desired, they changed for this person. They didn't change for that person. They mirrored the person. So if you see them and they've changed, and all of a sudden they're wearing suits, or all of a sudden their vocabulary has changed, and all of a sudden they're looking down at you like, you're not at my level, it's because of the fact that they're mirroring the person that they're with. So if you want to know whether they're with a new person, all you got to do is see how they didn't change. They're mirroring the new supply. They're mirroring the person that they're with now, because they have to fall into they could be a lawyer, have legal talk, next thing medical, the next thing a hip hop star, the next thing a frat brother or sister, sorority sister, the next thing a nuclear physicist. They pick up on the language. You guys remember the movie called Catch Me If You Can? And he just blended it all the time. That's what a narcissist does. They don't change. They mirror and they blend in. It's not your fault that you love. You have a great heart. It's okay. You're supposed to love. You're welcome.